halt, touch, right. You want to keep going? Yeah. Ready, fence.
Starting fencing is brutal, especially if you're going against people who have been fencing for a long time. It's a skill-based sport and everyone will be better than you. And you will continue to lose and lose and lose until you finally win. And that's the most satisfying part. That first win, it's what keeps you going. It truly is a feeling like no other. Seeing yourself improve and being able to beat someone you weren't able to beat the day before is truly one of the most satisfying feelings to me.
Halt. Attack the right is no, attack the left miles. Halt. And this is really throwing me off.
I've always liked swords. I did a little bit of combat sports as a kid with karate and jiu-jitsu, but I've always wanted to fence, but it was prohibitively expensive before I came to college. And joining this club was an easy way to be able to get into the Olympic sport of fencing without spending an arm and a leg. Additionally, this club has given me an incredible sense of community, which is something that's hard to find in a college as big as UTK. And it's really easy to meet people and have something to talk about because everyone here can talk about fencing.
Okay, ready, fence. All right.
I started off fencing here not knowing what sword I wanted to fence, or really knowing if I wanted to fence at all. But our club here does the first 3 weeks where everyone tries all 3 different weapons. We start the first week with épée, second week with foil, third week with saber, and everyone fences all those 3 weapons and is introduced to the core rules, and you decide after that week what weapon you want to fence. I ended up deciding on épée because I loved the style and loved the people teaching me it. Here we have student coaches who have been fencing at the club for about 4 years, who are really helpful and pretty skilled competitively, who were able to get me from a complete beginner fencer to a alright fencer in about 2 years.
There's 3 different types of fencing, 3 different weapons if you want to call them that. There's the épée, which I would say is the most approachable and intuitive weapon. Épée, it's just very intuitive. Whoever hits first gets the point. Very simple. You can hit anywhere on the body, so long as you hit with the tip of the blade. In saber, you can hit from the waist up, so arms, head, torso, and you can hit with the tip of the blade, or you can hit with the side of the blade. And in foil, the foil is the most restrictive, I'd say. You can only hit on the torso, and when you wear a fencing mask, there's a little bit of a part on the bib of the mask where you can hit. And in foil, you can only hit with the tip of the blade, so that's pretty restrictive, but it's a lot of fun. I find foil to be the most fun. Don't tell the épée coaches. There's also, in foil and saber, there's a right-of-way rule, which, in simplest terms, I guess you could say, is basically if both fencers hit each other at about the same time, then whoever had control of the action gets the touch. So whoever was the one making an attack, or if the one being attacked, they can kind of hit the blade out of the way and then get their touch. So whoever just has the most control over what's happening has the right of way and they can get the touch. But in épée, that's not a thing. You can just hit whenever, wherever, and you get the touch.
Oh, 1, 3.
There's usually 2 different lengths of bout. You'll either do a 5-touch bout or a 15-touch bout. In the 5-touch bouts, I really just try to do moves that I know work best for me, try to just set up actions that I'm very comfortable with and I have experience with. In 15-touch bouts, it's longer. You have a little bit more leeway to kind of try and figure out your opponent. So you might just try and bait them with some things, see how they react, and then based on their reactions, you can maybe try some things that you wouldn't normally do if you were as concerned about making sure you get the points as you may be in a 5-touch bout. There's a little bit of leeway to kind of learn your opponent for a few touches and then really kick it in and try and be more careful about it. I think the most essential things are the footwork. So, you know, the basic moves are, there's the on guard position where you kind of make an L with your feet and then you take a 1 foot length step forward with your front foot. That's the way it's usually taught. There's the forward motion, which is an advance. Backwards is a retreat. And then usually when you're trying to land a touch, you'll do a lunge, which you'll just kind of kick your leg out, reach your arm out, and hopefully you land the touch. I think the most fundamental blade work beyond just extending your arm would be a parry, which is where if the opponent's coming at you and they kind of start to reach out their blade to get a touch, you'll just, you know, it's coming at you, you'll just beat it out of the way. And then your post, which is just after a parry, you go in and stick your arm out and get a touch on that. I think the fencing community is actually really good. Every time I go to a tournament or something, everyone I meet is really chill, really nice. They're always, you know, I'm always talking with competitors about, you know, oh, that move was really awesome. How do you think I can improve, you know, this skill or whatnot? So we're all, you know, everyone's just trying to get better and help each other out. It's a very like good, supportive, communal sport. And then the fencing club, it's a great community. Everyone here is great people, I think, which, you know, it's rare for in a group that's pretty big for everyone to be awesome, but I really do think that everyone in this club, it's all good peoples.
I would just say try it out. Fencing is something you've got to try for yourself to know if you like. It's tough, but it's incredibly satisfying. And from my experience, fencers are incredibly nice, caring people who are always willing to teach you something you didn't know before. And it'll be an incredible learning experience.
Ready, fence.